TikTok is a weapon and it's slowly destroying our generation. I make this video because for the vast majority of my life, I followed what everybody else was doing and I was a doom scroller on TikTok. I'd rush back home from school. I'd immediately go up the stairs without even saying hello to my mom. I couldn't even hold eye contact with her because my attention span was so low. And I'd just keep scrolling for hours on end. I could never focus in class. Pretty much every conversation I had revolved around some stupid offensive meme that I saw earlier. And I make this video because if you actually look into it, TikTok is a scheme that's slowly poisoning the youth. And if you have an IQ above double digits, by the end of the video, I can guarantee it, you're going to see TikTok as something completely different as how you did before. You're going to see TikTok in a completely different light. But I don't blame you for on TikTok right now because there are billions of people on TikTok. It's the most downloaded app in the world. It's such an effortless way to get pleasure and to feel relaxed. But you don't have to do anything except swipe up. But there's a dark side to it, and I want to expose it to you. Because look at what China's doing right now. Just actually take a moment to see. They've banned TikTok from their country. They don't use TikTok. They use a completely different app that they've created that's less addictive. If you're somebody who's under 18 in China, you can't use it for more than 90 minutes a day. And even if you can, and even when you do, it's showing you content that actually makes you more productive. It teaches you things, science, history, patriotism. But then look at what's going on in the US. There's no time limit. You can use it for hours and hours. It doesn't matter. In fact, the more you use it, the more addictive it becomes. If you haven't realized already what the trap is, I'm going to keep on going. It actively destroys your attention span. This isn't just TikTok, by the way. I don't want you to just continue the circle jerk of saying that TikTok's bad while using YouTube Shorts or Reels. But as a whole, TikTok completely ruins your attention span. You already know what dopamine is, but if you don't, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. It's the motivation chemical. In other words, also the pleasure chemical that absolutely goes haywire when you're on TikTok. And now once you're off of TikTok, your dopamine, so your motivation levels plummet. Once you're off of TikTok now, your motivation levels plummet due to the dopamine going away. Now you just feel like a lazy sack of flesh sitting there and can't focus on anything other than TikTok. I'm sorry to tell you this, but if you haven't realized already, it's a weapon. Look at it from China's perspective. Given TikTok to billions of people on this planet, marketing it directly to the US, showing you content that only you want to watch, destroying your attention span, keeping you shut indoors for hours a day to consume this. It's a weapon. Open your eyes. You have to realize that what China's doing here. This applies to every short-form content machine, but TikTok especially. Just look at it. China implanting poison into the youth of the mind, into the minds of the youth. And you've seen that people left, right, and center have been falling for it. You probably watched similar videos to this of me, of people critiquing TikTok. But how about you actually take a little bit of action? How about you actually stop scrolling? TikTok, as an app, has been formulated by engineers who are paid millions every year to keep you on the platform for life. People's lives revolve around TikTok nowadays. Just look at it. I had to go through hundreds of hours. I can't believe that I didn't know this, because looking back now, I just feel sad. I just feel pathetic when I look at the fact that I even fell for this trap, investing hundreds of hours into a site that's made to addict me. But I want to tell you that once you get off this poison, this absolute scum of the earth, you're in the top 25% of people already. You're actually going to be able to focus. You're actually going to be able to enjoy life without having to have Subway Surfer gameplay guide you through life. Think about it, how pathetic we are that we need Subway Surfer gameplay to keep us from scrolling away from a 30-second clip of somebody talking with editing involved. Think of your ancestors. They would spend hours on end fixated upon one object, waiting for the boar to come out of the cave so that they could spear it to death and feed the family. And then look at the state that we're in. Permanent damage is what TikTok does to you. So I make this video as a warning. Once you get off of this site, once you get off of this service, your life is going to get infinitely better, and you're going to be able to embrace the moments that will actually give you pleasure. But if you scroll off this video like every other one that you have so far, you are doomed, because TikTok is a weapon, because TikTok is a weapon. My mission is to get my generation off of these stupid services and onto a path of improvement. And if you have an IQ above triple digits, if you're somebody who follow the herd, then if you're actually thinking like, yeah, this guy actually has some good points, think about it. Like, actually, this dude doesn't seem to be peddling the same thing I've kept on hearing. And if you're actually thinking to yourself right now, like, hey, yeah, this dude actually has a few good points, maybe I should consider this, then you have so much potential. If you're like everybody else who couldn't even keep up with this video because there's the because of the lack of editing, but you're probably not like that. Get off of TikTok right now. It's gonna take a while because it's an addiction, but slowly wean yourself off this poison and only good will come out of it. That's all that I have for today. Click on this video to watch me debunk even more of these services. See you soon.